friend is a rat, I quit.
No, I
Just a
promise
big
you they're not a rat.
On a bed.
It's a
Chosen
rat.
undead. It's the fucking covenant with the forest in Dark Souls 1.
Oh no.
The cat just hanging out on a windowsill.
Ah. Yeah, the pale lady will she'll just be following them, and as they enter the dark space, her eyes kind of reflect light, like kind of like opals.
Yeah. And Victor will kind of move behind you. He will fast secure the gate. And Henrietta just shouts out, "Inez, I found her. You don't have to hide anymore." And you hear she's kind of shouting a bit, as if she's really needs to make sure she's heard. And then you'll hear a voice in the back kind of yell in response, "I'm not. I'm just lining up my shot."
Oh God. Smart, smart, very smart.
Man, we
We really
it's when you
fell for
use
that one.
empathy to interrogate the situation you're entering.
Well, remember when I was gonna empathy you? That's what it would have been. So.
Huh.
Well, yeah. And you will hear that and you will see it, and there will be a sickening feeling in your stomach as you hear a heavy latch set behind you. And you'll see Henrietta's ears, or kind of her hand, dig a bit forcefully into her ears and come away. And the way this works is that all combatants have +2 will and -1 notice, as they have stuffed their ears with wax.
You son of a bitch!
And then the door behind you, challenge of 0, you need 8, either physique or burglary to knock it open.
All right. This is the episode where the pale lady dies.
And my question to you now is, do you concede?
Man,
It is an
that's a
option.
good question. I feel like I'm not that far away from everybody, or at least Crow. I feel like I could get his attention if I could scream loud enough.
I'm gonna have to fight a
I-
lumberjack out here. You just
That's
wait.
true. You did.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They are pretty far away.
Yeah, I was gonna
He is
say
in a mountaintop.
they did send him on a sojourn on the mountaintop. So
Yep.
How far away are we?
If you were able to get their attention, I would say
I'm at the
3 or 4
top of
turns.
Coliseum.
Yeah, and you're I'd say 3 or 4 full turns. You'd have to get their attention, and then they would be able to start moving towards you. It is
yeah,
just they really hooked this up nice.
they did.
So it's a bit of and I'm not that's just the situation. It is dire. I'm gonna be straight with you.
You fucked.
I'm just considering which direction I want to go.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm proud of them. Good on them for playing
damn
into
it.
Imagine the pale lady turns immediately back the other way and slams through a titanium gate, leaving a shape in the hole of herself.
Like a Looney Tune.
Yeah. Imagine she makes that roll.
I mean, God, it'd be something else. She'd have to do that and then use a fate point, and then she could break through.
All right.
So I would say, let's set it at 3 turns. You'd have to get their attention, which you are currently locked in a building, so it'd be a little bit of a creative situation. But once you get their attention, 3 full turns.
Man, all that with all these guys. Oh, God, what do I want to do? I mean, opening move, I think just because I play her so animalistic, I think she is going to fight or flight here. I want to try to stealth.
Okay, so unfortunately, they already have a beat on you. I'm gonna if you don't concede, we're going in right now.
Yeah, we might as well. I think that her initial reaction would not be to throw her hands up. I think it would be to try to flee. So.
Who are you going to play next time, Mac?
You know, I think I'm just gonna roll a dice and see what
High
happens.
empathy, hopefully.
Yeah, high empathy for sure.
Yeah. Need to use our mechanics instead of going, yeah, whatever.
Do we even have anyone high empathy on our team?
No, we don't.
I don't think we
no.
don't.
I think
I
we
really
have
don't
a
think we
we have
do.
a glaring weakness here.
We don't, but we also need to remember that flat rolling is really, I mean, you can only roll
Yeah.
over.
I suspected that there might be something afoot, but honestly, I was like, I don't think she'd question it because that's who she is. So
That's why I remembered I've been doing a lot more flat rolling. I'm like, but you
Yeah.
just gotta kind of fucking do them because it is a
flat rolling's
mechanic.
great. Yeah.
I mean, it can get you a 4.
And maybe
Yeah.
when we first started Fate, we wouldn't have thought of this kind of thing, but like I think we're all at the point where we do set up challenges like what Kane has done here, where we just straight up didn't do anything. So now we
Yeah.
have to pay the price for it.
That's true, and I'm frankly glad for it, because often it can feel too simple. Like we succeed frequently because of...
Yeah, we used to
Thinking
hand
ahead.
wave stuff. Like, whatever.
So I like somebody getting fucked over because they didn't play
Damn it.
perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's I don't hate it. I didn't roll because I didn't think that she would be critical of it, so I'm not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, this feels like an organic deception. Like
Feels
this,
good to me.
it's definitely not like a, oh, how could we have seen this coming?
How could we have seen that?
They
I
were like-
suspected. I
They're
was
like, hey,
"Hmm."
come with us, and then you guys be really far away from her, and we were all
Yeah.
like, that tracks. That track.
You know what?
Yeah.
That tracks.
We just need to be wary of Kane's tricks.
I think this is a good lesson for us to learn. It's diegetic gameplay because we'll learn as our characters learn.
This
To
island
be
full
less
of criminals could be less than trustworthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking harangued Declan and the rat catcher for 20 minutes to not trust the thief. And then these guys rolled up, and he was like, "But those two, they're good."
I have no
Wish you could have
questions
seen
for
my
these
face.
people.
I think the thing is, we also have met a lot of trustworthy people on the island so far.
Yeah.
So like,
No, I mean, Kane played them amicable. Like he did a good job laying the
Good job.
trap. They just,
Still don't
I'm
know
kicking-
that though, because we haven't empathied any of them.
I'm
We
kicking
have no
myself
idea where the.
because
they
I
haven't
had,
fucked us over yet. So that's.
I had
there's
the
that.
fucking foresight to be like, maybe this guy's not trustworthy, and then the next NPC, I imagine Kane was sweating like that was gonna lead into we need to be careful who we trust, and instead I was like, Victor!
You all came
Yeah.
south. I was like, maybe they'll all go north. Every one of you came down here. Fuck.
Doesn't
had-
matter.
Man, that was a
Dave
nightmare.
Dave gives his like uncle giving an anecdote about a city called Henrietta Vector, which validates them somehow. So we're just like, oh yeah, those
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
they're in Victor, they're fine.
They're fine.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
All
I've
right.
heard all the dicks, right? I don't think I left
I
one.
am. No, you did do a good job. I will say that.
like the one lady also not paying attention. Kind of center, she's also part of it.
She didn't empathy check either.
Oh God. All right.
Shoot
So-
me.
Yeah, she is going to do so with a 4 coming your way.
Ow. All right. Yeah.
no.
Oh my
5.
god.
5 damage.
I'm gonna. Oh man, do I do that now? Honestly, I don't even know that I can. I don't really have a very athletic aspect to tap here.
I unleash greed.
Yeah.
Save me.
Yeah, I think cinematically I'm just gonna let that be a moderate.
And mechanically, I'm going to let that be a moderate. Yeah, there will be just a aiming up my shot and just a very sickening thwick as a bow and arrow lets loose and lands squarely on kind of, let's say, your left thigh, causing you to buckle slightly.
Yep. Okay, let's arrow to the...
No.
No, no,
no. I said thigh. It is your turn, Pale Lady.
Yeah, kind of reeling in late recognition of the danger. She is going to I guess she's gonna look at Henrietta here, and I want to try to get Henrietta to block line of sight here.
Oh. Okay. I will allow that to happen.
Oh, okay.
Despite her best effort, you'll see Henrietta's kind of face twist and contort, and her arms go splayed out in either way.
The Pale Lady's song is much less somber and far more like shrieking, as she is just bellowing shrill notes to command this woman to put her body in front of her own.
Okay. Yeah, Inez will move, or shout, "Move! Damn you, move!" But she will not be able to do so, as Victor, having fastened the lock into place, will reach across the door frame and pull out a cruel-looking maul that he will angle at your stomach. So that is a 3 fight.
I think I'm gonna roll my 3 fight in return.
Interesting. Don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better that time.
1 stress. See, cause you to kind of move backwards despite your thigh bleeding onto the ground. Just kind of 1 swing, 2 swing, pushing you further and further into the center of the room. Henrietta does not have ability to do anything this turn, but these other bands will, as you have a 3 and a 3 coming your way.
All right. All right. So two rolls.
Yeah, there's 1 3 and another 3.
It's 1.
3.
Yeah. It's the other.
And a boost against this one.
All right.
As you see, not only kind of brigands, but out of the kind of a corner here, you see the face and kind of the shaved head of an acolyte to the nameless king, the forgotten king, emerge. And with a sharpened silver, he will plunge towards you. Oh, yeah, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I think
Declan gave you. He is right.
I assumed
Thank you.
that's what you meant. That is absolutely correct. He's got the boost.
Yeah, I'm
on
a little
me.
out of here, but Ina, saying that Henrietta cannot move, will curse under her breath, and her entire turn will be moving. Your turn.
What is the... Describe just kind of what's around me here.
Sure. What you see looks to be a fairly modest kind of grave site. Let's see. It looks like there are a few cots set up, and all along the side of these walls are kind of like old and abandoned armaments and sets of armor. And then, of course, plenty of kind of corpses decorated with all the treasures of the previous life. And I'd say, in terms of like visuals, all of this leads up to this point right here, which looks like it might have been a pulpit that a sermon had been delivered from.
I assume if I try to escape, they'll try to block me, but I think I still have to give it a go.
Yeah, there are 4 people that could try and stop you.
Oh, they each get a turn.
Uh-huh.
That's true. I'm balancing out what I want to try to do here. Because I only get one good action here and 1 movement, correct?
Your movement, yeah, and you can move up to 2.
Alright, the first thing I'm going to try to do is heal myself.
Okay. Whoa! I wish that could waterfall. That would have been very nice. You can heal for 7 if you want to mend your consequence.
I will, in fact, mend my consequence.
All right. Describe what happens to me or to you as you kind kind of dress your leg in the middle of combat.
She'll reach down to the metaphorical thorn in her side, and she'll kind of twist the arrow out, and able to like quickly apply this sort of I was gonna say metaphysical, but that's not the word. It's just a careful concoction of salve that she's, spent decades working on, and she's able to apply it with great enough speed that it slows the blood loss.
Okay. Would you like to try and move?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try.
Okay. The brute has a physique of 2, so let's start with him. Just go and give me an athletics, and if you beat all these people, you'll be able to move. The highest challenge is a 2. Okay. So you can move 1 zone.
All right, we'll go here.
All right. And as you kind of break away towards a number of stairs, Victor will just shout, "After her! She's worth her weight in silver. Make sure we earn it." And speaking of, he will kind of lead the charge here as coming up after your heels, a 3 fight tries to land. Okay.
All right, by the skin of my teeth so far.
Okay. Henrietta will move up behind and say, "You two with me." And those 2 will follow after. You have a 4 fight coming your way. As taking after your limping form, they try to cut off your exit. Your pale blood.
Oh.
Spilling even more so with a 4, so that's 5 stress.
All right, so that is a severe, I think. 5.
I'm going to tell you right now, you have a 4 and a 2 coming your way next, so you tell me what you're doing. This man with his boost will kind of capitalize and swing his blade. I'm kind of aiming for your center mass.
I still don't really think. Let's see. I don't have water, so I can't tap that one. Yeah, I suppose I'm just gonna take the severe for now.
Okay, so you have a severe, and now, unfortunately, there's also a 4 and a 2 coming your way.
All right, well, let's see.
Are you going? You're going for it?
I mean, regardless,
Right.
they're gonna knock me out, so we're gonna go down swinging.
Okay, here comes a 4 first.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that burns his boost. Wow. And then the 2, which will kill you. Let's see how this goes.
If this will be the -1. Oh.
Oh! Okay.
Hey.
A bit of fight in you. As Inez will see you making moves and attempt to move over here. That'll be her turn. As you round the stairs and you look ahead of you, see Inez stringing up her bow once more.
I'm going to. So this is, I'm trying to decide how compound this is, because basically I'm thinking I want to go back this way, but I want to tell him to block this entrance.
Okay. Yeah.
Is my goal. So
Okay.
I'm going to move hopefully this way, but my goal is to basically have him be my barricade right in here, so he would act as a challenge for people to get by for a turn.
I could probably stomach the damage, which would be very uncinematic. So I'm gonna let you. I'll have him block it. I think that would be interesting narratively.
You're so kind. They're going to kick my butt. So.
Yeah. So let's see. As your song will reach Victor's ears. Actually, hold on. He's got to fight. He's a brute. He has a will of 1 and bring it up to a 3. No, fuck it. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's do this. We're doing it right.
You wanna roll?
Yep, he's got a 3.
All right, here we go.
Okay, he'll take 1 stress.
All right. So, my goal is to move this way.
Okay.
Does he want to intercede?
He will not, but the other ones will, so you'll have a challenge of 1. Okay, you will do so. You should really know when to keep quiet. You're only making this more difficult, says Victor as he brings up his maul once again and tries to smash it down on you with a 3.
Time to die.
Okay.
Okay.
Another boost.
Where are all these rolls earlier?
Yeah. Henrietta will whistle, and the others will follow as Victor moves out of the way, and you can see just beyond the gate behind you daylight, but there's that kind of cruel lock that separates you from it as a 4 fight comes your way.
I pick it. Pick the lock. Yep, there it
That's
is.
3.
I moderate.
Okay.
So, what's coming at me right now?
So what will happen is 3 blades will kind of push towards you, and you have to angle your body in such a way that 1, despite your best efforts, catches probably the back of your calf, causing you spilling forward. So that's 2 kind of leg injuries. They seem to be trying to slow you down.
Makes sense. All right.
And unfortunately, there's only 1 more spot, so only that one can get at you. As everyone just kind of cheers.
Go, guys, go!
You'll have a 2 fight coming your way.
Yeah.
Okay, success.
I think what we can take for this is an impressive amount of turns that I've survived on nothing. So that's
Pretty good.
pretty good.
Doing a lot of Elden Rings rolling out of damage as they pick away at you.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Henrietta, move, or this next arrow will find itself in your back. Despite kind of the wax block in the rear, she will turn, see Inez, and quickly dive out of the way as a 4-arrow shoot comes your way.
She can't do that.
It does seem like they shouldn't be able to have vocal orders.
You know what?
They
Fine,
did
what I'll
that.
do... No, that's fine. What I will do is if you succeed on the dodge, she will take the damage.
Okay.
It's a
You know what
4.
you could do is you could have the NPC have to dodge first. And then
Oh.
it goes past them, and then she.
Oh.
But
Oh,
if she does not succeed the dodge.
This is weird because they're static boosts or static
Right.
abilities, though. So I'm gonna say if Matt can position herself, you see Inez behind her, kind of angling the bow downwards. If you can move and dodge, you know that you can have her shoot this person directly in front of you.
The worst part of all this is just having 2 fate points that I can't tap athletics on. It's the worst. What if I
In
use
this
my
situation, you
surprise
could-
I
raft?
mean, this is an aspect, I would say.
Yeah, wax in
situationally.
the ears is an aspect of the situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you know,
Leave the
that's
thing
fair.
there.
That's fair. That's fair. Alright. Well, alright.
Okay. On a tie, I think I'm.
Oh, well, I'll use a fate point. If I get to, I'll absolutely tap the situational aspect that she's got to dodge out of there.
If you do, Henrietta will straight up be eliminated.
I'm doing it!
Okay.
I tap that bitch!
As Inez frowns and, despite her warning, falling on deaf ears, completely just lets the arrow fly. And it embeds itself on the back of Henrietta, who howls and falls to the ground. Tail lady?
She will, kind of hiss as Henrietta goes down, and, so this gate is, it's, like, open to the air, but there's bars?
Yeah, there are bars, and it looks like a very substantial lock that separates you from the outside.
I just want to I'm trying to look at my stats and justify this. My last-ditch effort here is to try to make a loud enough noise that someone might notice it outside. Because I'm gonna go down probably next round.
Man.
It's merciful that I made it
No,
to
you
this.
should probably just keep running in a circle around the rooms while alerting no one.
Pull out your Glock and take a hostage.
Yeah. Take a hostage with your Glock.
Yeah.
All right, you fuckers.
It's not really easy to alert anyone. I'm in a stagnant place, and every time I get one turn, it's sort of imperative that I either heal or try to protect myself.
Yeah, this shit sucks. Definitely.
This is definitely sort of last ditch, but
Yep.
I love to justify music.
Yeah, I think that works.
If you're cool with it.
Yeah, of course. Let's see what the challenge would be. How do we want to contextualize this? It's probably against their notice.
It'd be against their notice, probably plus whatever modifier you feel like is for distance, for their individual distances.
Okay, so let's set the distance challenge at a 2. And then anything above 2, they will have to roll notice against.
Okay.
So the flat is like 2. If you break 2, it'll set the... Hold on. How do we do this? No, let's do it in the opposite direction. So...
Yeah.
Maybe...
They roll, and then...
Let's set the challenge at 5. No. Challenge at 4. Challenge at 4. And every... Does anyone have ideas, please?
Well, what you're trying to do is have it reach a distance, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so you could essentially create a sound barrier, kind of like what you're doing already, and then
Okay.
have maybe you subtract that number, and then you have that be the new challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
Okay,
it.
perfect. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Based
So-
on how much past that she gets
Right.
makes it easier.
So if the challenge of the barrier is 4, and I roll like a 3,
Yeah.
I feel like the challenge is like varied based on. I mean, if you've got it, you've got it. Don't let me
I do
overcomplicate
think 4 seems about right, given distance and everything else.
it. All right. So
I was gonna say some other shit, but I liked what Sean had posed.
Yeah, same.
should I roll?
No.
4 is fair, right? Because otherwise, it's 4 or 5.
Let's do some other shit.
No. Just do something else.
No.
So should I roll? Nah.
I'm setting the challenge at 5. Anything you get past that will deduce from it. Challenge
Okay.
of 5.
All right. Great.
Okay.
Oh,
Challenge
fuck.
of 3.
Oh, dope.
I'll bump my last fate point.
Okay.
I will tap. Probably my voice is as hypnotic as the ocean aspect.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I'm not gonna re-roll. I feel like that could go much worse.
But you'll be heard and remembered.
At the funeral service.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm
Just
gonna.
out of all your possible rolls, 2 of them could succeed. So re-roll it, and you've got a 2 out of however many chance.
It's just that it could be worse. It
You'd
could be a lot
foolish
worse.
not to.
It could be.
And it could be worse than just a 4, which I'm gonna boost it
And you
to.
setting the challenge, yeah, basically a 1 notice that you guys
Yeah.
would have to roll against, which is
So-
pretty good. I think
Well,
that's pretty
if you
good.
get a 5, we all come crashing.
Yeah.
You still have the distance to go anyway, though.
Yep. Yes, you do.
Probably pointless to do that.
All right, what are
Yeah.
we rolling for? It's a
Um,
notice of.
Notice of 1. Challenge of 1.
Notice of 1. Okay.
3 men
Everyone
are
can
gonna
do it.
fail this in front of you right
Yeah.
here.
All right.
Alright.
I'll take you.
I'm gonna boost mine.
Oh, come on!
Okay.
I'm gonna use the situational aspect. I'm high up. I specifically went up there.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. It'll take you 3 turns. I'll take the other 2 4 turns.
This is gonna suck. I'm gonna fate point it. Sort of metaphysically, thou art predator or prey. Crow is going to hear the yelping call of someone who's been made into prey. And he's always got a keen ear for when an animal's being subjugated.
I don't have
And,
a fate point, so I'm lost in my fish. Just really, I'm sucking on every finger to get all
This
the
is
fish
great.
bits.
oh no, more Rostavans.
Oh, here they come.
I'm
No!
touching my son or my son's son or my son's son's son.
Save me,
Rost-
Rostavans.
Rastavan hears it, gets up, and then another gets up in the background, another gets up in the foreground. He's like, we can't let this happen! We gotta get in there!
I'm so
they-
relieved Rostavans here.
They're my fire clones.
Fire clone jutsu!
Which
Wait,
one's
tur-
real?
Turn them red.
Trick question, we all are.
Oh!
All right, so that will set that down. I'll take the numbers off every time we get there. Once it's 0, they will appear outside this place.
I'm sure you
All right.
re-add me accidentally.
Oh, yeah, you got it. 1 second.
Don't worry, Kane. This is over. Let me do some sweet moves, some kicks and flips here.
Honestly, you've been doing much better than I would have thought.
You
If
know,
I'm
me
being
too.
straight with
I
you,
didn't
like,
think. I was
more than one
amazed.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've made it like 3 full rounds. That's pretty impressive.
the player characters are so much more resilient than I give them credit for. I'm still like working the system out, but I don't know.
Medicine too. I have the
Yeah.
ability to heal myself, which saved me a round.
True.
But,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Victor is going to press the advantage. Seeing your back turned and you're kind of wailing towards the bars, he's going to try to bring the hammer flat against your back and send you sprawling against it with a 4, as he calls on the assistance of this goon.
Oh, he's not gonna need the goon. Yeah.
Don't call him a coon.
That fills all my stress. That's it. So
Okay.
having screeched her last breath, her last conscious breath, the axe will strike her heavy between the shoulder blades and rattle her forward into the bars. And just given the wounds, she'll sink.
Yeah. Okay. And as your vision kind of starts to fade a bit, you will see Victor and the rest start kind of cautiously pulling the wax from their ears. As above you, the kind of menacing form of the church faithful will look down and say, "We move now. Grab the torches. We make for Vertrauen." And you will kind of fade into blackness as you feel your body being pulled up over shoulder. And there will just be nothing for you for a time. Forever, you're dead.
Oh,
Game over.
GG, everyone.
All right. She unfortunately did not make it that turn. Every turn that she survived and every ticker that was lower, I was going to lower the challenge for you guys to catch up. I'm going to set the athletics challenge for Declan and Rostavan at 8 and a 10 for Rakote.
Why even bother?
That's what it is. It's the math.
I can do that.
I can make it.
Here I go.
Okay.
Alright, hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
Rakote's not physically capable. You can just say it's not an option.
Whoa!
Dang,
Yeah!
dude. That fish has some minute.
All right. In that case, you will, all of you kind of running in your own times. Rakote, it's exhausting. The ground is not as stable, and the cane, though helpful, does not get you there in time, as you are the last to arrive. And Rakote and Rostavan, standing in front of you is a blood-stained kind of grate with the signs of battle all around it.
mean me and Crow, or
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Crow and Rostavan, you are the first there, and then Rakote, you follow up behind after a good minute or two.
and,
Sorry about that.
Crow is crouched down, examining the trail.
yeah, that sound didn't sound good. I assume you took note of that as well.
The siren hath been hunted.
Rostavon will have let it click at that point, having kind of ignored the fable of the Pale Lady up until this point. Will put together that those people definitely not fans, looking for autographs, and he'll
They're not my only fan.
start to head in.
Sorry, I will drag us back there. I feel like that's a pretty good spot for it. Yeah, Henrietta's dead. That's just gonna be there. Why not? As the kind of corpse, or the new corpse of Henrietta with an arrow flesh against her back, it just kind of lays, the only person left behind.
How much do you want us to be aware of immediately, meta-wise, versus what you would require any rolling for?
I would say that. I mean, you put it together. This is definitely an ambush. You see that Henrietta is dead, and you know that the Pale Lady is gone. Beyond that, I would definitely want some investigates to kind of contextualize what might have happened.
Okay. Well, I'll do mine on the body.
Okay. Challenge. Yeah.
Dave, you're
Challenge doesn't
muted.
matter.
Fuck, I'm muted. Kane, I don't want to circumvent whatever rolling you have here.
Yeah.
I do think I'm in a unique position because I know that the lady who has been hunting her and has been trying to.
Oh, yeah.
I was privy to a conversation between her and I think either Nyx or the other guy.
Yep. It was Nyx.
The only thing I can't remember, I feel like Penn and Teller fool us right now, where I'm like tapping the notebook and trying to decide if whether or not I have enough info. I feel like I knew that she was stationed in Vertrauen because that's why they're going there, but maybe did I know that part?
You can assume that any of the faithful come from Vertrauen. That is just like that's where they stay.
Okay, and it was Jordan, not Nyx.
I think no, she was talking. Petra was talking to Nyx directly.
Okay,
and,
so it was
Nyx.
Nyx.
Yeah, he refused to offer help unless they gave the forge, and they said, of course not.
That's right.
And then Rostavan, unfortunately, with a 0, nothing. You just kind of pad, and there's no identification.
She's dead.
Yeah, you know that she is very much dead, though newly so. No more than maybe 15 minutes.
What challenge, I imagine, must be easy to track, like a group of 8 people dragging a body,
Yeah,
where their foot treads lead?
I would say a challenge of probably 0 would make sense, because they're trying to fucking hoof it at this point. As you, yeah, man. As you look behind you and you see that the sun is quickly setting.
Crow sees the direction and just compares with the map that he knows. And he says, Vertrauen.
It would seem that the stars have deigned for us to travel to Vertrauen. And he'll say, God, what did I know Petra as? She's the grave warden, right?
Yep.
He'll say, the Grave Warden. Clearly they seek to turn her into her.
Crow's hand rests on the bars as he stares across the field and says, "How quickly?"
Ordinarily, I would advocate resting for the night, but I am not sure that our friend will live to see the morning. I think we go now.
That is, if our friend is still alive.
Rakote, hands shaking, clutching the cane, not wanting to be damned to a life of being a cursed fish forever, will say, it's worth the risk. We go now.
Make that in time.
Yeah, what could I estimate based on when these chumps left about their odds of making Vertrauen before sundown?
From your investigation, I would say that, there's pretty much no chance with this many people. It would be strange for them to march off in that direction, but they seem intent going that way. So, I don't know, without any metagame knowledge, it seems as if they're heading there right now. But they will not make it before nightfall.
I'm going to pass that problem solving to a person with lore, which is Sean. He's going to turn to Rakote, who has demonstrated... Nope, I don't know why this is confusing. They're not that close, but like...
No. Just R, I guess.
I and everyone else am very confused by them for some reason.
I think it's R and the 3 syllables.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
We'll turn to Rostavad. I almost said it again. And say... Cannot make journey by nightfall. Will either be devoured or they rest.
And yet it seems they left. They didn't go anywhere nearby.
He
Perhaps
nods.
the Overlook.
Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, I will do a lore roll on that, see if there's anything that would illuminate that idea.
Yeah, do some calculations.
Sure. Challenge of 1.
Rostavan would know about these penitent types.
Damn!
Yeah. Lore of 1. You know that people like this are exacting. They have plans upon plans, and if they were going to journey into the night, it wouldn't be done so foolishly. They would either be, like you think, heading towards the Overlook, or they would have some type of tool that would allow them to travel by night.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, he'll walk over the body of Henrietta a little bit, sort of using her as a consideration piece for now, and he'll just say, sort of gesturing to her, the penitent ones, they're faithful, but they're not so blinded by their faith that they would take their risks with the rats at night. They must have something to protect them. Or they could be heading towards a nearby shelter, something we don't really... Right, do we know about it? Do we know about the Overlook?
Yep.
You were told about it.
Or the Overlook, potentially.
Rakote will look to Henrietta's body and say, perhaps there is our answer. Search her, see if she has such a device.
Yeah, that was going to be my move, was to investigate her and this general place.
Yeah.
Because it might not be a individual little spice packet they all have. It could be something that will leave traces here to determine whether or not they have something that comprises a device to keep them safe.
They also could have just held out here if they didn't get what they wanted, I assume. So maybe they did have something on them.
Sean, you succeeded with style because it was a challenge of 1, so Declan, you can investigate with a
Oh,
plus
thank
2.
Christ, because I could feel this.
Hey.
I can feel the negative modifier incoming.
What the fuck?
Man.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I set it at 1. I mean, man, I hate matching. That sucks.
Do you have any fate points, Declan?
Does
Nope.
anyone have fate points?
I
Does
used the
anybody?
last one to. I used the last one to try and get here, and then we still had 3 fucking turns to get downhill.
I used my last one as well.
Dave,
Ricote, do you have?
I don't have any fate points.
what did you do all day?
I spent them all in the fucking place looking for shit.
Wait.
I got paid, is what
Hold
I
on,
did.
wait a minute. Didn't we have a fish or something for a fate point? Am I crazy?
That is actually one of the fish, but you did not get it yet. That is funny that you mentioned
Fate
that.
fish.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you use them on, Dave? I don't remember using like all 3 of them.
I thought I used 3 tonight.
You reduced the severity. You gave Sean the additional physical stress box.
Yeah.
And then you traded it and used the other one previously.
No, not fish. The fate points.
No, my fate
Oh,
points.
I'm so
I used them all in the conflict.
thought you meant fish
did?
points.
No.
Yeah.
Fish point. That's what
Fish-
they say.
yeah, we're talking
Shouldn't
about
have
fish
abbreviated to FP.
points. I mean, I didn't compel myself at the time to be stubborn against Crow because I was going to tap the captain aspect, but we're so far past it. I don't feel good saying give me a fate point for that.
No.
Like we're hours away. I need to be better about being like, hey, I'm doing this to compel myself, so I don't really feel good about bailing that out. I think we just fucking fail.
It's just Dark Eye of the Soul. I think, yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I do tie. I need some
Wait,
confirmation.
Unless we do have the ability to flat roll.
There's also
yeah,
succeeding
that's
at a
true.
cost,
I forgot
right?
about that. We could flat roll that. See what the fuck.
I mean,
We fine.
it's
Come
worth
on,
I
come on,
will
boys.
allow that. One, okay.
You know what?
it.
Fucking snake eyes all the way down. God
I
damn
do
it.
like the whole proof of point. I wish it worked just to prove it.
We're
We
just
all
in different
fucking
rooms, looking
Christ.
equally confused. It's like a
We-
cartoon.
Yeah. Fucking Declan. He finds a lighter and then gingerly puts it back in Henrietta's pocket, and then I find the same lighter, gingerly put it back in her pocket. Dave finds. What'd you guys find? A lighter.
Oh,
Lighter?
you'll never believe what
Lighter.
I found.
You'll never believe what. Damn it.
You joke, but I think the match would be that you do find some type of like black powder against one of the walls. It seems that something was kind of resting against it. And Rostavan, you can tell that it's some kind of accelerant. I'd say for you specifically, it's a bit easier.
Okay. I'm really pushing it, but can I tell if it's conventional powder? Or,
Or
is it
joke
their
powder.
Fucking their own thing, their own mesh
Goof
recipe.
powder.
Well, honestly, Sean, you know more about this than I do because you are incredibly knowledgeable about most things. What is the difference, and like, so I can make an informed choice?
Oh, you mean like a type of spark powder?
Yeah, basically. Whatever a torch would be wrapped in, like I assume, like probably oil more so. So maybe it's more of like a black tar that sticks against the wall.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that probably makes more sense. So let's do that.
Maybe a type of petroleum or something.
Whale fat.
Yeah, or a whale fat. Fat from something.
Yep.
Rat fat.
Okay.
I mean, probably.
Ugh.
Yeah, probably.
You see. Fuck.
Yeah, Crow, as lead investigator, clutches this in his hand and says, they march through the night.
Well, this is enough for us to. Actually, I guess I'll say this in character. He'll say, I suppose that is somewhat of a lead on us knowing that, well, they had some help. It wasn't just their prayers that were going to protect them. They're using something tangible.
Crow stands and regards Ricote, who has the knowledge, and says,
Rust
What?
one.
don't. What doth the herald seek?
Petra.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know, she wants her dad, yeah.
That seems to be the consent.
God, did she say dead or alive in the beginning?
She said captured, as far as I know.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
true.
That's what I recall from her
Okay.
on the Mount as Moses.
So Rakote will reiterate. He'll just say, she seeks to have capture of the Pale Lady. I can only assume the worst. Death.
He shifts in place and looks out into the setting sun. And then looks back down at you, and he says, thou wilt never survive a night spent amongst the moon.
Oh, I doubt I would.
Hold on. I want to try something. Step back from the body.
Oh my
Step
god.
back.
Holy shit.
I want to have...
Scared.
I want to have Rostavan focus on specifically one of the hands. Not going to try to set the whole body aflame, but he's going to try to focus on a part of her body at least. And
Alright.
he's going to try to focus his flame within her and ignite her. I guess her right hand or something.
So what I'm thinking we do is you'll roll lore against a challenge I come up with, and everything positive over that will count as a shelter value that you can use to temporarily, for tonight, traverse the flats.
Rostavan, my thinking here in the meta, he's going to see if they could literally use her body as a lantern to get through to travel with.
It's badass.
How much of this is knowledge based? Like, am I able to give Sean a +1 lore?
I don't think so.
No, I honestly, anything else.
This is all firepower.
You'd have to know the really fucking... I don't want to be the guy with the very abstract lore that my character, from where he comes from, and I don't think...
Yeah, no worries.
In this case, I don't think it applies.
You'd have to have watched a lot of Full Metal Alchemist and be able to quote the Flame Alchemist.
That's right, and not
to be able to
Brotherhood,
help
the
with this.
first version.
Oh my god, the first
first
one?
version?
Why? No.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's better, let's
Nazis?
be honest.
What the hell?
The
robot Nazis?
Did make a 38-minute essay on YouTube about the first one's better and the other one's not that good because, no one has done it yet. So
I'm sure someone's done it.
I'm sure they have.
I'm so positive.
If there's a thing out there that is like universally reviled, there's one fucking inside out dick dweeb out there who's made a video about how great it is.
Inside out dick dweeb is my new favorite insult. I'm fucking saving that.
It's that new Eminem album that just came out.
Yeah.
Alright. I was gonna test it on her, but I guess if I don't know, we could use that as like a send off or something for this. Or
Yeah, I kind of like the idea. Like, let's have that be kind of the thing, the shot as
I have an idea. I have a good party shot. I'd also like us to see. What our shelter rolls are for the night.
That's
so
true.
I'm not thinking about it all week, but I do.
Okay.
Don't worry, I have a great cinematic.
Okay, cool. In that case, let's set the challenge. I'm thinking a 2.
Doesn't matter. It's gonna. Here comes a 1.
Here comes a 1.
It's a challenge of 2 because I like this idea and I want to see what happens. No fate points either.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing? What are we doing?
You roll a lore
I-
against a 2. Your value over
Oh,
will
I thought we were
determine
doing
what
our
our
shelter
shelter
thing.
score is.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Sure, I can do that.
Oh, damn it.
1.
Are we setting out with it? We have a 1 shelter. So we get Rostavan setting it alight. Am I just influenced by Elden Ring, or are these flames like yellow-ish?
They are not. They're not like conventional flames. Yeah, there's a little. They're kind of like almost like if a light. Yeah, had lost a little bit of the orange tinge to it. It's kind of strange.
So we have like wet wood that refuses to quite satisfactorily burn. We have embers. We have what could just be called flames coming off of this body as the 3 men examine it critically for its value.
Yeah.
And Crow looks to the others.
You guys tell me you setting out with that?
God.
You getting eaten by rats?
I'm tempted to go for it.
Yeah, Crow steps in.
Yeah, Rakote he'll reach for I guess what are we like ripping parts off or
Um,
I had a cool idea actually visually.
Okay.
yeah.
That Rastavan would he would just bid Crow drag the body with the chain of his hook.
I was about
Behind him.
Man.
to get really upset if you pitched something cooler. That's exactly what I was really eager to say. Was we cut from them all stepping in, resolving to do it, to that dim light shining in the darkening wastes of the Isle of Rats, and when you zoom in, by several hooks, she is attached to Crow, who hauls her like a sea-logged coffin along the wastes.
I feel like I can fucking picture the exact panel of Crow dragging her with Rastavan
Kind of leaning forward.
Well, illuminated by like the product of his own flame, and then Rakote in the back, prodding along with his cane, just barely illuminated by it.
And as you guys move and trudge upwards, the sun is completely gone, and the ground beneath you moves, unending, just hungry for you. These teeth lash out, these claws will rend, and you have a long way ahead of you. So the challenge is a 7. Declan, did you add your 2 for your shawl?
Yeah.
Okay.
The least I can ask for is fucking... Wow, Sean just did it.
Honestly, you guys did
Raw
pretty
dogging.
good.
Not bad.
Yeah, honestly.
Honestly, holy shit. I
Rakote
really thought this would be
disappears in the
dire.
background. He just sort of gets swallowed by a shadow and is gone, and we don't comment on it. We just trudge on.
He was lost in the ruts.
Man, no fate points or anything. I can't believe the bowls. Jesus.
Fuck it.
It's really dire. I was just thinking earlier, I'm like, we're always pretty well prepared. What would it take? Man, we'd have to be pretty dire to actually go out without shelter. And it happened this session.
Now, Kane, are we able to use consequence slots or no? This is
No.
just stress boxes. Okay.
Just stress boxes.
All right, I got it sorted out then.
Yeah. I'll ask of 7
It's not,
going your
it's
way.
not ideal, but Rakote, for what we're going to have to do, would be the most ideal one. I considered begrudgingly giving over my coat, but in terms of any frontal offense we need, you might want me healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if you would offer it, but for that reason he would refuse to keep you and Rastavan healthy.
No, Crow is selfish enough where he's already done that calculation.
Yeah.
But I
Rastavan
think
has to keep his arms outwards, sort of keeping the body cooked. As
and
they walk.
yeah, we get there's the dynamic like opening on the ending of the body, but I think among the montage of rat damage we take is a pile starting to overcome this still standing Rakote, who has to take a knee when Crow jams his hand in and takes Rakote's arm and drags him out of the pile of rats to continue foraging for Vertrauen on the horizon.
I like that.
Okay. And to end this, we are going to go to Mac. Just be quick. I know it's late. Oh,
For another combat scenario.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Like you're
Yeah.
in a room with there's a 12 challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're tied up with a guy who looks just like you, except he's male and not. He's like, first time here, huh?
As Pale Lady, you come awake and you are immediately aware of the darkness around you and the kind of candle wax that drips alongside kind of your head, kind of like a pitter pat of it dripping, and then kind of coming into your body, you realize your hands are shackled, and there is a very clear kind of metal gag set against your mouth that completely muffles any screams or words or songs that might come from it. And kind of sitting directly left of you as you kind of get a sense of the room, you'll see Grave Warden Finn Kraus, considering a book, but hearing the shackles move, he will turn his attention to you and smile meekly. You know, I grew up hearing bedtime stories about you. Oh, they were something like ghost tales, really, that my father heard from his father, and his father before him. A creature that can steal the light from your eyes and the color from your skin. The nightmares those stories inspired, they were enough to keep me from the water. They still are. He will stand, kind of looming a bit over you as he considers you, and he will say, "But here you are now, and I have to laugh, because you are so much less horrifying than the story said. Beautiful, almost. That makes its own kind of sense. You need a way to fool people into believing the lie that you tell. But I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in you. I'm going to take you apart. Don't worry. I've had practice. I'll be sure to put you back together once I'm done. You may not think much of our rituals," he says, and he kind of takes a curved blade. "But I cannot be so flippant, even towards you." And he will approach, and his form will blot out the camera. And that is where we will end things.
Yeah, this is the torture porn part of the